guys. So we're gonna just share a little short story about our first Changa ceremonial DMT experience at Atma Church, All Tribes Medicine Assembly. It was profound, mystical, medicinal, magical, miraculous, all my M words to say the least. But y'all, I haven't done DMT in a little while. And this church found me. And never would have thought I would have been able to experience the actual DMT ceremony in Texas legally. But here we are. That's just the timeline that we're in right now. Excuse me. It's life, bro. First off, the facility, the church, the home of Whitney, the medicine woman, I don't know the proper terminology, the shaman. Beautiful, beautiful place to like get your ego shattered in. Cause that's exactly what happened, bro. That's exactly what happened. But we got the explanation. So this particular blend is farmed in this farm in Mexico, this ayahuasca farm. And this is the only blend that's accessible here in America that she has been given access to via these people down in Mexico that she met, like her journey led her there. And so, years later, she was able to kind of get the go-ahead to bring the sacrament to the States. And so I got to try some freaking homegrown DMT from an ayahuasca farm in Mexico, in Texas. So shout out our neighbors south of the border for growing up that ayahuasca for us. But man, so I had two experiences in this one experience. First off, the whole thing was set up super pristine. Like we had all these lovely cushions, these mats. We were all in like a half circle around the hearth. There was a fire going, sage in the air. Like the elements, the vibes were like set right up for profound experiences and a safe space to have those. And the pipe, it was so cool because the pipe was like a 3-headed pipe essentially. Got the chong in the middle. And there we went in groups, so it was 3, 2 and 2. So there was 7 of us total, and I went the group of 3. And so we're all inhaling from this pipe. And it's crazy because she gave us instructions. She's like, and obviously I've done DMT before, so I know, but it's been so long, bro. So like you forget how powerful this medicine is. And so it's like, her instructions are like, take a deep inhale, hold for as long as you can. Y'all that done DMT know how it goes. Hold that mess in your lungs for as long as you can. Breathe out through your nose, blah, blah, blah. So we're in here hitting the pipe, bro. That scent's coming back, that crackle's coming back. The sensations are rushing in. And like, I felt the anxiety and nervousness that like was literally keeping me from like taking massive rips. Like I was just like gently, because I know like it's so harsh on your throat and I didn't want to throw up. That was a fear I had. We didn't throw up. We are proud of ourselves for not throwing up. So the first go took 3 hits. The third one, man, like the third hit is always the craziest, y'all. I already know, like by the time you get to hit number 3, I mean, things are cranked up many notches. So holding yourself to capacity to be able to see and hear instructions properly, to hold, like it's all gone out the window. So my third hit, my brain's just like melting, bro, like in front of me, and I'm like, I blow that mess right out, so I don't hold it. And so the reason why I wanted to mention that is I come back to that later, because as I take that third hit and blow out and lay back, man, first of all, like it's like a mosaic. Like you can just see the lines of reality, and they are so beautifully woven together in a marvelous display that's in constant movement. And so that alone is just awesome to see, to witness, to feel the sensations of all that. When that first go, it's like when I close my eyes, I like teleported to like a different time. This all happened within a fraction of a second, y'all. I teleported and I was like, I opened my eyes and I was like in an Arctic area. And I was at another ceremony of sorts, except it was with a different shaman. It was like this old woman, because Whitney, who's doing it here with us, she's probably like, I don't know, 30s or something. This one was like maybe like 60s, so much older woman, wrinkly face. I felt like I was in a cold region. So that's what I witnessed in like my mind's eye initially. And then I began to lay back down and just ride the waves of what was coming and what was coming up. And like, you know, first thing I felt is like the pain of the earth suffering, essentially. Because we just had this massive freeze in Austin, took out a bunch of trees. So they're all stacked up, just dead trees everywhere. So this is a spirit molecule extracted from bark of certain trees, or just from trees in general. That's how we get DMT, right? So I felt the pain, but also felt the bountifulness and the abundant nature of the universe. Like, we got everything we need. And that's like one of the main messages. Like, we are always trying to grasp for something next. You know, like, we have this, we have all this comfort, but we're not satisfied. We're always craving more and more and more. And what this experience really taught me is like, just sit and be with all that you have in this moment and enjoy it, because it is all an illusion and it is all temporary. But we put so much emphasis on these illusions. And I had a big one broke down, or I can't even talk. I had a big one, just a big illusion that was just demolished. And I guess that's the ego. The ego is the biggest illusion of all. It's that identification to this, to I am Chris, to I am black, to I am strong, to whatever the separation, that is what is being broken down if you allow it. And that's what happened the second go. Because the second go, I was like, all right, okay, man, you know, you kind of held a little bit back on that third hit. So you go ahead and vacuum that Mama Jim up. So third go, she came by, or second go, she came by, she's like, this was like 30 minutes later, she's like, do you feel complete? Or do you feel like the medicine needs more to work out? And I was like, I'll go again. And I went with my boy Rod, who's like a grown ass man. He's not, I mean, but he's my boy, he's my brother. I don't know. Anyways, went with Rod. We went on the pipe together. This time I held it harder than I've ever held it in my life, y'all. That is what she said. And it's crazy, y'all, because like when y'all get to hit number 3, bro, like you're just like I'm like trying to take a hit out of this pipe, and I'm just like, and everything's just like this, like my shirt, just like it's that here. And that's when the fear came. And that was I guess my nervousness and anxiety, was because like that ego, man, loves to hold on. Those thought patterns, those conceptions love to act like they're the real deal. In reality, they're all fake. Illusions, constructs, fabrications, and we forget. And when I laid back, man, and she went to go tend to other folks, the first thing that hit me, I had those intrusive thoughts creep in. Like that ego was like scraping, bro, trying to hold on. It was like, because I've been dealing with a lot of whole so obviously I'm black. So lately a lot of racial trauma has resurfaced from my past, and I guess I've never really dealt with that properly, or just kind of unpacked it. So this was unpacked during this experience, because like I had the thought in my head, I was like, is this lady racist? Did she just like dip on my ass? After I just laid back down, like, once again, these are not like my thoughts, these are the ego's thoughts. This is just going to show you that there was this quote that I saw earlier in this experience, that it was talking about how like your reality is a reflection of your lens internally. And if your lens is dirty, what you perceive will also be dirty. So my ego's lens was a dirty nature, and I need to have it cleansed, because I'm over here thinking that, and once again, the ego's thinking is trying to cling to this thought of like, oh, you're black, bro. You need to do with black. She can't take care of y'all right now. She's gotta go tend to other people. Even though you think you're dying right now and you might shit yourself or throw up, bro, like, she's racist, bro. She didn't come check on you, bro. Because I was not good. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like dying. I was like, am I going to throw up all over this nice carpet? Like, this is all happening within a short amount of time, mind you. Like, minute tops. Minute tops. And so imagine having these thoughts as like your whole reality is like breaking down and like swirling, and like you don't even have like your capacities to even like formulate sentences or words. So like these are the thoughts that I'm having, and I'm like, wow, let me look at this. Let me be with this. Let me see what's going on here. And I was able to see what was going on there. And it was literally me, the ego, dying, bro, but like clinging to my identity to the very last straw. And I realized to myself, I just said all. Like there was like no skin, no color, no race, no gender. All that oneness, that connection, I felt it. I was it. I am it. You are it. We are all. And that's just like liberated me. And so my homie Rob, it's like he instinctively knew like I was in there. I was in the trenches, bro. And he grabbed my hand, bro. We were both laid out, just like, and he just grabbed my hand. He just reached over, just like, and I took his hand, bro. And we held hands, bro. And I was like, I looked at him, I was like, thank you. I was scared. I looked at him and told him that because he was a comforter in that moment for me. And that's when I realized I didn't realize I had abandonment issues until today, y'all. Because I felt abandoned in that moment. And in different moments in my life, I was taken back to those periods where I felt abandoned. And I was there and I was like, damn, bro, sucks. But then having my fellow brother, let me know that he was there for me, man. That just gave me so much strength and courage to face what I was facing and to release and to let that ego get destroyed. And then just to feel my heartstrings just open up. And she came over to me and like, this was all traditional, bro. So like we got chanting, music in the background, like birds chirping, like incense freaking going off, sage, bro. Like she's coming around doing like with this giant, like it was straight up like, this was crazy, bro. Like there's like some warlock magic shit. Like there was like this massive like metallic lantern like emanating smoke, and she was just like doing this behind, like it was crazy. So she came to me and did like some taps and like she was doing a bunch of different, I gotta figure out what these things are, but this is like traditional shaman stuff. So she was making these like noises with her mouth, like close to my, like, man, it was crazy. She came over and did like a few taps on me and like rubbed my third. And I just felt like, I just felt like so released. Like I felt so at ease, and I was like, felt like I was at so much pressure and I was uncomfortable with it. And then I got comfortable with it, and then I was like, all right, I'm good. I witnessed all that and then some, and I'm good. And I'm like, and I started to like talk to myself compassionately, like we need to speak to ourselves like a child. And that was lacking because I'm really hard on myself, and and from this experience I've learned, bro, you don't need to be so hard on yourself, man. That same compassion that you would share and give to a child, give to yourself, man, because you need that just like everyone else does. And I was able to come to terms with that. I was able to come to terms with the fact that like I don't need to identify with my race. I don't need to identify with the traumatic experiences that have happened in my life as like a further reason that other things happen. I don't need to potentiate the false constructs that we've created. We put ourselves in a prison mentally. And it all came crashing down. And it just goes back to that oneness, that universal oneness, the oversoul. We're all connected, every single one of us. And brass tacks, keep it simple. I'm here to inspire, to motivate, to heal, to shine bright. Everything else is extra. To simply be. Everything else is bonus, y'all. This is bonus. And if you guys are going through a hard time, if you guys are looking for meaning, for understanding, for an answer, the answer is here. You don't have to go searching anywhere other than within. And that answer is just simply be. That answer is you are perfect as you are. That answer is you don't need to know what the future holds. That answer is we are all beautiful. We are all connected. We are all the same. No one's better than anyone else. And we're all here to shine a light and to raise our vibrational to our higher self and to continue to do that. So the medicine's calling you, be it psilocybin, LSD, MDMA, whatever. Take a dose, see what it's gonna show you. What's the worst that could happen? You might wake up, good.